Hey guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to do a very entertaining article titled, Wait for the Man Who Gives You These 18 Feelings. And a shout out to Mario for sending this article. And guys, this article, which is really going to give you your money's worth in terms of a good laugh, and I'm going to try to keep a straight face while I'm reading it, is written by a woman, a advice columnist, a dating coach, whatever you want to call it, relationship expert, instructing women, very foolish and impressionable women, that all these different things that you should have and wait for a guy before you decide to settle down. And here's the entertaining part about this. Here's the crazy part. While a lot of these are good qualities, good luck trying to find all these in one guy. But more importantly, all these qualities long term. All you married guys out there, or guys who have been married, you'll know that this is nonsense. But my personal favorite, and this is the best one, a lot of these things don't add up. Where she'll describe qualities that clearly the bad boys have, which women, they crave, and yet qualities that the nice guys have. So in other words, looking for a bad boy that also behaves like a nice guy, good luck there. And also nice guys that behave like bad boys, again, good luck there. And it goes to show you that women don't know what in God's name they want or reality in terms of what you can get. And I might add that this expert, if you will, this columnist, I did 2 videos on articles she did a few weeks ago. Many of you guys saw that, where she was whining and complaining because she couldn't find a guy. And she was going to end up alone, and men are jerks. And the only guys that like her are the jerks, or the weak, nice guys who turn her off. And the guys that she likes, the bad boys, well, they don't want her. And you all recall that if you saw those videos. I'll even post a link to both of them so you can see if you don't know what I'm talking about. In other words, she doesn't know what she's talking about, which shows exactly what is out there selling this nonsense. So anyhow, I'm going to go through this and do my best to keep a straight face here, and you'll see why so many women out there are messed up, and this is why, a perfect example, listening to this crap, why it's such a mess. So it starts off, she says here, it's easy to settle when you lose sight of what a good relationship is like. Sometimes you go so long without one that you forget it's even possible to have what you want. Hold on to hope and wait for a guy who makes you feel these 18 emotions. He is out there. Oh yeah? Well, clearly she hasn't found that yet. Number 1, excitement. You always get butterflies in the beginning when you're seeing someone new, but the feeling fades away quickly. Hold out for the person who not only gets you excited about them, but excited about life in general for the long haul. Okay. How many of you married guys out there, or married women watching this, my 4%ers, have the butterflies for whoever that long? Really? That's not good. That's unrealistic. That's never going to work. Even if a woman's watching this right now and loves her husband, she knows the butterflies is going to go away eventually. She is somewhat realistic. But who also gives women the butterflies? The bad boys. Okay? Because they're unpredictable. Because they know how to engage their emotions in a way that it's a roller coaster. She never knows where he stands with him. And they find that exciting. And yet, well, I'm going to move on to the next ones and see about the whole nice guy thing. Number 2, security. It may sound boring, but it's actually essential. You want to be with someone you trust, someone you don't have to monitor or keep tabs on in order to make sure they're staying in line. Wait for the person who gives you no reason to doubt them. Okay, now that is a good thing. In a relationship, you want someone you can trust. That's great, really. What's the problem? Well, a moment ago, she said the excitement. You want the guy that gives you the butterflies for the long term. Well, the guy that gives you the butterflies is not going to one that's going to give you security. Security typically comes from the nice guy. She never has to worry about the nice guy cheating on her. She doesn't have to worry about him not trying to take care of her, meet her needs. That's what nice guys do. The bad boy doesn't do that. So you can't have Mr. Excitement and Mr. Security. So right here in the first 3 minutes of this video, you can see she doesn't know what she's talking about. And we're not even close to being done yet. Number 3, positivity. Yes, your general attitude about life needs to come from a place within yourself. Still, it doesn't hurt to spend your time with someone special who enhances your joy and encourages an uplifting perspective. Okay, again, good quality. But you're not going to get, again, that with the bad boys as so many of them chase. Number 4, enthusiasm. This person is someone you spend a great deal of time with, so might as well hold out for someone who brings a ton of enthusiasm both to you and for you. There's nothing like loving someone who is equally engaged and perpetuate positive emotions. Well, do they get all the positive emotions from the bad boys? But then again, do they get the positive emotions from the nice guy they get bored with? Number 5, safety. Okay, this is nice guy central. Another emotional that at first glance seems dull, but it's actually sexy as hell. What could be more appealing than the ability to be completely yourself with another human being? You want the person with whom you can lay your heart bare without fear. In what universe can a woman lay her heart bare with a bad boy, Chattered Tyrone? Which one can be, you can feel sexy as hell with and not, you get my point. And also it says here, safety. Who brings safety in the relationship? Chattered Tyrone? No, nice guys. So again, qualities for nice guys, qualities for bad boys, but you can't have it all together. Number 6, amusement. It's perhaps the most essential element of a successful relationship, the ability to laugh together. You can get through almost anything if the two of you approach it with a shared sense of humor. Wait for the person who cracks you up beyond belief. Okay, look, we all love to laugh. It's a good feeling, and everybody knows women love to laugh. They love guys that make them laugh. But in reality, I've noticed that the guys are the most successful women, the guys that they really crave for, they're not comedians. In terms of, like, they're not walking around like a dancing monkey trying to entertain the girls. In fact, it's usually the nice guys that are trying to be super funny to, get their attention. So, yeah, they like to laugh, but really, that guy ain't going to be giving you the butterflies. 7, delight. You might not have experienced pure and utter delight with someone you've dated, but you know when it happens. It's the most amazing feeling. You'll be beyond grateful that you stuck to your guns and waited for the right person. Well, again, I got no problem with delight, but again, are you going to get the same delight from the bad boy and the nice guy? Nice guys aren't going to give, the nice guys they settle for because they're the ones that are going to give them safety and security and make them feel, that. Are they going to get delight and excitement for them? No. 8, yearning. When you're with your partner who makes your heart sing, your entire being craves with their proximity. You might not even exchange words. Their presence simply calms you like nothing else. Wait for someone you intrinsically enjoy. In what freaking universe does any woman yearn to be with her nice guy? Really? They yearn for the excitement and unpredictability that the bad boys give them. Or not even a bad boy, but just a high-value guy. But even then, it's not the same. Number 9, desire. You may think that you can't have compatibility on all levels, but you're selling yourself short. You can and you will, as long as you don't settle. Here we go. Don't ever settle. Wait forever for a guy that has all these traits. You have to believe you deserve someone who makes you tingle no matter how long you're together. It's possible for your desire to grow as your relationship does. All the married people are laughing their asses off. What? Long-term tingles? How can you have long-term tingles when you eventually know everything about that person? Women love new things. Women get bored very easily, hence trying new things all the time, while guys like routine. So a woman can be with a guy who they generally dig a lot in the beginning, the honeymoon period, but after a while, they're going to get to know everything about them. So there's no long-term tingles or desire or yearning because they already know that guy. So that's complete nonsense. This is someone that has no idea what a long-term thing is like. It's completely unrealistic. Remember, guys, like I said, young, or just say impressionable women will read something like this, hear something like this, and thinks this sounds like a good idea, and they'll keep turning down guys left and right based on this expert advice here. It's ridiculous. Number 10, satisfaction. This doesn't mean you're smug about your happiness. It just means you derive a deep sense of pleasure from your love. If you don't feel that way, the person you're with isn't for you. Keep looking. I got no problem with satisfaction, but that all depends on who you're talking to. Number 11, drive. A healthy, equal partnership means that the two of you encourage, motivate, and inspire each other. You've probably been in at least one past relationship that felt more like it drained your energy than rewarded it. It feels amazing when you find the person who elevates your game. Well, define elevate your game, I mean, yeah, they could argue that the bad boy drains them, but then on the other hand, he excites them. Number 12, respect. Oh, here we go. In what universe does the bad boys respect the girl? You absolutely should never date someone you don't respect. This is non-negotiable. If you don't respect them, why would you be with them? Nothing feels better than to look at someone you love and feel proud of them as an individual apart from yourself. Okay, my bad, my mistake. It was her respecting him. Okay, fine. I've told you guys since day one, a woman will never love you if she doesn't respect you. But then again, in my opinion, women do not have the same type of love that a man does, okay? It's transactional. So, how can I put this? She's not going to respect the guy that they'll ultimately settle with in varying degrees is going to be the nice or nicer guy. But here's the thing, they usually don't respect them. Hence how they treat those guys, how since they cheat, so again, they may respect the bad boy because he doesn't put up with their crap, and all guys should learn enough to not put up with any crap. But here's the thing, is that bad boy who they do respect, who this woman's telling them to go after, is he going to provide them safety? Is he going to provide them security? All those things that she wants? No. Number 13, confidence. Stop messing around with partners who make you feel bad about yourself. You should have absolutely no doubt that the person who wants you and only you. The point is to be with someone who lifts you up and to do the same for them. Again, I have no problem with this. But again, the type of guys that will make a woman feel safe and secure and confident that, he's not going to cheat on you and he wants you and only you is the nice guys or decent guys. The bad boys are always going to make a woman insecure about herself and all that, and yet they'll chase after them. You see how putting all these qualities in one man is impossible? 14, trust. Nothing feels quite as wonderful as knowing you can absolutely trust your partner. You're likely to value this highly because, if anything, like the rest of us, you faced your share of betrayal. Once you find trust, never let go of it. Well, I agree. Trust is the keystone of relationships. That and communication. But are you going to get that with the bad boys? No. You'll get trust from the nice guy, but the thing is, they're bored with the nice guy. The nice guy's going to give them the tingles forever and all that. 15, bravery. With the support of a loving partner, you're invincible. Oh, for goodness sake. Hopefully you have a concrete, healthy level of self-esteem to start. This love should encourage you to further spread your wings, not be the only thing holding you aloft. What'd she say there? Not be the only thing holding you aloft. You mean like usually when they're the bad boys, the woman's the one holding the relationship together? Probably she's the one paying all the bills because the chatter tyrant doesn't have a job. See? 16, daring. The partner who truly suits you should be completely willing to join you in an adventure, whatever that means to you. If you're right for each other, you'll find excitement in similar endeavors. You'll be inspired to explore above and beyond what you thought possible. This doesn't sound like your typical nice guy who is grounded and has a job and career and all that. This sounds like the free spirit guy who's unpredictable and all that. So again, that's fine, but that isn't for long-term type of thing. We're almost done here. 17. This is one of my favorites. Adoration. If you aren't looking at your partner with stars in your eyes, what are you even doing? You absolutely will find someone who inspires gooey feelings in your heart for the duration. If you have to wait for it though, or you'll never experience its magic. Now back to the married people. In what universe does any woman who's married with their guy for a long time has the gooey eyes forever? That's a load of crap. That's not the magic. Get the fuck out of here. In the beginning, okay, sure. But seriously? Now again, there are going to be women that are going to hear this and think, well, if I don't have the tingles, if I don't look at my guy with the gooey eyes and all that crap for long term, well, clearly something's wrong and I got to divorce him and go find the next guy for excitement. This is nonsense. And number 18, acceptance. You realize you met your match when you want that person exactly as they are. In what universe does that happen? They not only inspire you to accept them in all their imperfect glory, but they accept you. This teaches you to love yourself as well, embrace who you are, and embrace your person with the same care. In what universe is any woman ever going to not complain about something about their guy? You could have a guy that has all these traits that this woman is trying to sell that women should wait for and never settle, and they will still always complain. Again, anybody here that's been married for a long time, or married and divorced, or in long-term relationships. There is nothing a guy can do that is not, even the coolest women aren't going to complain about something somewhere. There's never going to be any acceptance. That is nonsense. So, there you go. 18 things proving my point that women don't know what the hell they're talking about, what they want. And these relationship experts, yeah, they can write a thing and they can get, paid for it and all. But I want to, again, point out that this woman who wrote this, based on me connecting the dots, I don't know when she first started writing it for this particular blog, but I know it ended in the fall of 2023. And what I connected when I first did the articles on those videos I did a few weeks ago, obviously she was highly frustrated because she can't find the right guy and she's going to end up alone. And then fast forward in time to her last article she wrote, or close to that, and she clearly still didn't find her guy. This nonsense is why so many women out there can't find a guy. It's ridiculous. You're never going to have all these qualities. Even if you do have a guy with those qualities, you're never going to have the tingles long term and the excitement long term. It doesn't work that way. But you do appreciate long term. You're with someone that has all. They're fun. You're still attracted to them. You have a good time, and they have good qualities as a husband and father of your kids and all that. That's what somebody with a fucking brain that can connect the dots can, expect. But many want it all, and it's impossible. It doesn't work that way. So, guys, I thought this was a pretty funny one to go over here, making the point of what we have today. At least back in the day, before there was the internet, people actually had to really work to buy those magazines like Cosmopolitan and stuff like that to read this crap. But even then, it wasn't as widespread. But nowadays, young women, any women for that matter, can watch, these people talk on YouTube. And I know people say, well, the people listen to you, SSM. Fair enough, but my point is, I'm not like these women. They can see social media posts and stuff like that. This information, this nonsense is spread more widespread. It's more accessible. Hence, to no surprise, what you have today. Compound that with dating apps and social media, giving them nonstop attention and validation, and developing unrealistic expectations. And this is the world that you have. So again, proving why so many guys are done and walking away. So there you go. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And, guys, you find a good article you want me to cover, or more like you want me to roast, send it my way, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. This also includes any good personal stories you have about a situation you're in or questions you might have. I'll take it all. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.